International affairs. Escalating U.S.-China trade tensions. China's response to U.S. tariffs. China has pledged to fight to the end in reaction to U.S. President Donald Trump's threat to increase tariffs on Chinese goods by 50%. This move follows previous tariff hikes, bringing potential U.S. levies on Chinese imports to 104% in 2025. China condemned the threat as blackmail and is exploring alternative economic partnerships. Middle East developments. Israeli Supreme Court reviews. Spy chief dismissal. Israel's Supreme Court has begun hearings on Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu's attempt to dismiss Ronan Bar, head of the domestic intelligence agency Shin Bet. The session faced disruptions from emotional protesters, highlighting deepening political divisions in Israel. Reuters, US-Iran talks. Scheduled, Iran and the United States are set to hold diplomatic talks in Oman on April 12th. The negotiations will be led by Iran's Foreign Minister Abbas Araghchi and U.S. Presidential Envoy Steve Witkoff, signaling a potential step forward in diplomatic engagement between the two countries. Reuters Economic and Business News. Global market reactions. Oil prices. Rebound. Oil prices have risen over 1%, recovering from a recent sharp decline, driven by fears that new U.S. tariffs could dampen global demand and prompt a recession. Brent crude increased to $65.02 per barrel, while West Texas Intermediate rose to $61.61. Reuters European shares recover. European shares rebounded after 4 consecutive sessions of sharp declines. The pan-European STOXX 600 rose by 1.1%, though it remains significantly below its all-time high from March 3rd, reflecting ongoing investor concerns over a potential global recession driven by escalating trade tensions. Corporate responses to tariffs. Elon Musk appeals to Trump. Tesla CEO Elon Musk made direct appeals to U.S. President Donald Trump to reverse new tariffs. Despite these efforts, the appeals were unsuccessful, marking a significant disagreement between the two. Political developments. Asia-Pacific. South Korea schedules snap presidential election. Following the impeachment and removal of President Yoon Suk Yeol, South Korea has scheduled a snap presidential election for June 3, 2025. Contenders have begun declaring their candidacies amid a severe economic crisis. Europe. Japan appoints economy minister for U.S. trade talks. Japan has appointed Economy Minister Ryosei Akazawa to lead trade negotiations with the United States. This decision follows a conversation between Japanese Prime Minister Shigeru Ishiba and U.S. President Donald Trump, agreeing to open bilateral discussions on tariffs. Reuters Environmental News. Oil price impact on Russia. Russian economy at risk. A sharp drop in global oil prices, triggered by U.S. tariffs, poses a risk to the Russian economy. The central bank is analyzing the fallout, noting that continued tariff wars could lead to a decline in global trade and demand for energy resources.